Hey guys, before this video starts, I just want to say that I've decided to make a Discord server. Here you can chat with people who like the channel, suggest video ideas, post memes, whatever you want. This is just a quick announcement I wanted to make before the video starts. So yeah. Why are these getting so popular? Grah! I'm really grateful for all the support I've been getting over the past few weeks. Sorry for the delay in making the redesigning skins videos. The maps have just been getting so popular lately. I realized I haven't been redesigning a lot of the characters without long dresses, so I took it upon myself to try my best to redesign these. I figured Doggy, Desa, Robbie, and Foxy would be perfect to redesign, since I feel like they've been waiting for one for far too long. Obviously, characters like Doggy may not need a redesign, but it would definitely be useful for them to have one, since it makes them look less dated compared to newer skins. So, what can we do with Doggy? For starters, his head has been slightly redesigned. I decided to give him this little redesigned model I made with some light brown cheeks like Bunny's red ones and some fur tufts, in addition to making his ears movable. I figured something like this would be cool to include on the skin to make it seem more modern, yet old at the same time. I also decided to give him the treatment the other skins have gotten, sleeves, shoes, in addition to some other stuff. Doggy's animations were pretty inspired by his original counterpart. Little known fact, Doggy's animations are actually the same as Memory's, just with moving legs. Here they're mostly the same, just with a few touch-ups. Oh, and for the record, here's Officer Doggy with these changes. Nothing much, just a little fun thing I decided to make, considering he still has the old head model for some reason. If I ever got hired for Piggy, this would be one of the first, and I mean first, things I changed. Anyways, I decided to move on to Desa next. I like the model, and there's not much I'd change, but I wanted to edit some aspects. Firstly, I decided to change the head to be more like Felix and Kitty, and have this different colored snout here, in addition to making the nose have the same color. I didn't add any fur tufts because the model is mostly fine. Personally, I really like Desa, but I definitely think it could be improved. With stuff like movable ears, a new dress, sleeves, shoes, Desa's animations were also based on the original, just with some extra movements such as the ears, in addition to trying to make the animations appear more fluid. I think it works. I definitely could have done a better job though, but I'll probably go back and clean stuff up later. I decided to move on to Robbie next. Like before, there's not much I'd change, but what I did change was a little drastic. For starters, I decided to make Robbie slightly darker than he currently is. He looks more robotic than the version in Temple. Next, I decided to give him actual hands, kind of like Prototype Robbie and Duo Kara. I was inspired by a Twitter user who did the same thing for their takes on the redesigns, so shout out to Disembodied Duck. Anyways, while I definitely liked their redesigns, Robbie just felt off for some reason. It was too bloody and didn't really look right. So this redesign is basically my take on the idea, and I think they both worked well. Huge shout out to Disembodied Duck again, by the way. Really good redesigns. Seriously, go follow this guy. Additionally, I decided to give Robbie another hand. Literally. Like, I removed his chainsaw hand. But wait! Isn't this part of the lore? Karna doesn't like the chainsaw. Well, yeah, so that's why I gave Robbie the cool feature of being able to swap hands whenever he wants. For example, while he's patrolling the map, he would have his normal hand. When he sees a player, he would stop for a moment, switch hands, and begin his chase. This is a cool idea I had when I first played the Mall chapter. To any fangame devs out there, feel free to use it if you want. Robbie's animations were based on the original, The only thing is, I tried to make it so they felt more robotic, which is why in his idle, he does this kind of weird, bouncy thing. But for the walking and jump scare, I tried to make it feel more like, oh, Robbie is so much more capable than you might think. He's not this really big hunk of metal running around or something. I also tried to make the Robbie jump scare and animations in all compatible with both hands. For example, for whatever reason, if Robbie were to kill you with patrol mode still active, if you somehow died while it was still on, he'd slap you harder than Pony slapped Willow. Animations are basically the same for both versions of the character, but the one with the hand arguably has more movement because of the arm. I like it. Finally, I decided to redesign Foxy. Like everyone else I've changed, I added the basics: sleeves, a jacket pocket, shoes. However, I decided to change his head model to the new improved one used on Felix, in addition to giving it some tweaks. For example, I decided to make the whiskers, the ears, and fur tufts movable, as it felt really added on to the model. This is all that really changed, but the animations, on the other hand, I think I burned my house down making these. Foxy's idle and walking animations are nothing special, they're just, well, better versions of the current one, I guess. But his jump scare? I don't even know what to say here. Like, this genuinely looks amazing. Like, it's so fluid. I love this animation so much. I need to make more, just like this one. Please. Anyways, that's pretty much it for the video. I had a lot of fun making the redesigns and still do. I'm happy that I'm making quality content for you all to enjoy as opposed to the solos. I'm happy that I'm making quality content for you all to enjoy as opposed to those soulless cash grab channels that pump out meaningless slop every day. Quality over quantity, that's what I say. Anyways, thanks for watching, everyone.